Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out some notification game for hitting the like button. And if the video ain't even started yet, y'all are the ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Swirler community, where y'all at, man? What's going on, man? So if y'all haven't heard, Tamar Braxton, I believe she deleted it, but Tamar Braxton was trying to expose her ex-husband, saying that he was using her credit cards, taking hotel trips with his with his new young tenderonis that he was sleeping with, paying for hotels, foods, and ABC 1, 2, 3. So now Jeremy has now responded, basically saying that it was all a misunderstanding. So let's get into it, y'all, because I have to hear what the misunderstanding is. You know what I mean? And then Tamar Braxton responded to his response. So we'll get into that at a later video. But let's get into it, y'all. Jeremy Robinson confirms that he has been single for 6 months. Says that he's not leading Tamar Braxton on. So if that's true, I would ask Swirl the community. I would ask why after 6 months does he still have to have access to your credit cards? Tamar Braxton, are you desperate? Tamar Braxton, are you desperate? Let's get into it, y'all.
You know, I initially was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. And someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real. I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship. Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have. But I chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm going to date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing is because we're friends and because I'm still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children, but not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago. No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday. Hey, did you stay at Four Seasons? Yeah, I did. In fact, I extended. I gave them my card and everything's good. Why? What's up? Oh, well, I got a call about some chick who used my card at Four Seasons. I said, that's not possible. This is funny. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Well, I thought we can friends. We can talk about it, but this is laughable. I didn't stay with anybody at the Four Seasons. I'm not seeing anybody. Wasn't on a date. None of that. If I was, you're my friend. What do I have to hide about that? I'll just say cooler heads didn't prevail. And next thing you know, I'm on her story and I'm being accused of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I. There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. But I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship.
Okay, so listen. I let it play out that long because I wanted to make sure I tried my best to hear everything in its entirety. So let me say this. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, Tamar Braxton was basically saying that he was using her credit card to take trips and do this, that, and the third. So it makes a little more sense. Maybe he didn't realize because when you are I used to be a frequent traveler. I don't travel I still do, but I don't travel as much as I used to. They will hold credit cards on file for you. And it's like an automatic payment. Like every time you go back to this place, it's like, yo, you use your points, you scan your phone, you do this, that, and third, and it's already hooked up to whatever credit card you have associated with it. So I can get it. I can understand how, like, you know what I mean? Like these kind of things kind of happen. I get it. But it goes back to what I've always been saying, swirlers. I thought that the men take care of everything. So why was her credit card already on file anyway to begin with? Why wasn't it his credit cards? Whatever, put a pin in that. We'll come back to it later on if we have time. So let's talk about this, man. The thing that kills me the most is it could have been left off social media. This is a grown ass woman, y'all. And I am a fan of Tamar Braxton. I love her music, but Tamar Braxton, what, 50, 60 years old, carrying on like she 18, 20 years old? Ma'am, no, you don't do those types of things. Like, you gotta chill, you gotta stop. I get it. You're mad, you're upset, you're frustrated. You got married and you made it seem like you was with this white king and all this, that, and the third, and it was gonna work, and it didn't. Unfortunately, that's what tends to happen. It's sad, but that's life. You have to get over it. Don't be running around here, posting about, like, it's just tacky to me. It's just tacky with a grown, like, these are things I would expect a teenager, early 20s, mid 20s, hell, I'll even say early 30s. That's what I would expect young people to do, not somebody that's Tamar Braxton's age. Like, that's, again, no disrespect, because I love Tamar Braxton, but it's just so awkward and tacky and cringeworthy. When I saw the first video, I should have said that I did it. When I saw the first video, I thought to myself, I'm like, why the hell is she doing this? And I clicked, and I was so damn disgusted. I clicked out of it, and I was thinking to myself, I said, God damn, I should have said that. And by the time I went back, it was already deleted. So it is what it is. But let me hurry finish this, man, because it's making a little bit more sense. This is the reason why I say you have to listen to his side, her side, and then try to formulate your own opinion from both sides. I'm starting to see and understand now what's going on. I think it really was an honest mistake. I think it literally was an honest mistake. And again, assuming he's telling the truth about them being broken up for the last 6 months, now it makes sense, because I was like, yo, well, why would he have access to your credit card for 6 months? Like, you know what I mean? So that makes more sense. It wasn't a situation of him pulling out your credit card from his wallet. It was a situation of him signing in at a hotel. They already know who he is. They already have his credit card information on file. You're good to go, sir. So now that makes a little bit more sense. Let's keep going.
But not to the extent that, friends don't put each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look, if there was a mix up with the card because of booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted Four Seasons and they've already issued a refund and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago. It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. But this is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged on my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it. It's messed up. And the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it because I don't even know this person. Never met her in my life. Never even had a DM with her. Again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing. They don't know nothing about me.
And fellas, this is the reality when it comes to these types of situations, right? This is the reality. You're going to be sitting here trying to defend you, your name, who you are, your character, all over assumptions, all because people do what? They're going to always believe a woman, especially when it comes to these types of situations of alleged cheating, alleged abuses, alleged whatever. They're always going to take the side, especially like somebody as big as Tamar Braxton. They're going to take their side. I'm not saying that he's 100% right. I'm not saying she's 100% right. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. But what I'm saying is it makes more sense when you hear both sides. It makes a lot more sense now. It makes a lot more sense. I'm not gonna lie. It makes a lot more sense. So but I mean, hey man, shout out to them Swirler community. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what's happening, Swirlers. I just Swirlers, y'all catching crazy L's out here, man. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe, America.